although he's 2-0 down, as Stephen Hendry said, he's had a few chances and just a couple of cannons that's let him down. You see this one here, he wanted to go into the middle of those 4 reds and they would all spread nicely. He thought he had a plant there, but that was very costly. And in the opening frame, he potted the blue and went into the reds and didn't quite get them as he intended. So there's not a lot that's separating both players at the moment, even though he's 2-0 behind.
Yeah, totally agree. Could have. Did you see that? Missed attempt at a long pot. Putting a lot of pace into the cue ball. Didn't leave much, so that particular shot wouldn't worry him. But yeah, sometimes when you're going into the pack, Dennis, you just need that little bit of luck, don't you? Sort of. It can be the difference between winning and losing a frame. I wouldn't be pressing any panic buttons just yet, but I agree with Stephen. You know, to settle down early, you need to get a frame on the board, and he'd be disappointed from that chance in the second frame, particularly that he didn't make more of it. I think what Stephen was saying about the crowd at the Crucible and the Crucible atmosphere, Dennis, that we're missing this year, particularly semi-final out, and there's the beautiful arena, one-table venue, the noise is magnificent, and of course the eerie silence of it all is just as nerve-wracking, but wonderful at the same time.
Knocking the brown off its spot has made it a nice target to get in behind those 2 colours now. A little bit on the thin side. Let's see how close Mark Selby can get to getting in behind the brown and green. That's what Ronnie was attempting there, just caught it a little bit thin. Caught it too thick as Mark. He brought the red up the table with him. That's a poor safety from him.
Yeah, big target Mark Selby had there between brown and green. Left a cuttable red into this left centre. No. Now chance for Mark Selby.
It's amazing the number of times that happens. A player plays a poor safety shot and Mark hit it much too thick, and Ronnie missed the one into the middle, and you're back at the table. It's worked to his advantage. But he needs to knock in a sizable contribution here just for his confidence.
8. Nine.
Yeah, now would be a good time to knock in a frame winning break. He's got a bit of work to do, but he'll take these few loose reds first, particularly these two behind the black. He's got an angle to hold for the black or maybe go up for the blue here.
$17.
Oh, didn't want that side. That's a mistake. That's a poor mistake from
22.
Mark Selby. He's going to need a good long pot here to keep the break going. There's pressure on this. No. Wow.
Mark Selby, 22.
Worrying signs for Mark Selby. Very disappointed.
One.
He wasn't really comfortable on
Yeah,
that because he
Sullivan
got
won.
up and then he got back down again.
One. Mark Selby, 1.
Selby, all of a sudden, Dennis, looks very nervous. I don't know, they're having a little chat with each other there. Maybe there's a few heavy contacts. We've already, as I've said, we've seen a couple of kicks. And maybe already talking about the balls. Didn't sense a heavy contact on that blue. Well, maybe there was.
Well, if it wasn't a kick, it's worrying times so early in the semi-final for Mark Selby because he never looked like missing a shot like that. Maybe we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It was a slight kick. Chance of another long pot. No problem with position with the black over the corner pocket. This is awkward there with his bridge hand. Can't just get a comfortable spot. Well, that wasn't easy because he just couldn't find a comfortable position for his bridge hand there.
Just having a look at those two reds at the bottom of the pack. Are they in line into this bottom left-hand corner pocket? Looks pretty close. The black is maybe slightly in the way, but I'm not quite sure what he can make a plant out of those two reds. Well, he certainly opened the reds up there. Now he's left the red over this right corner pocket, but he's tied up the black with the other red. He's going to need a good pot on this red to try and get the cue ball maybe up into the middle of the table. Pink is a possibility. He's good cueing this. Ah, well played. Got a lot of top spin on it. Got it up into the middle of the table. Probably hit it so well. He wasn't not on the pink, but he could pot the green. And I'm sure that red, although it looks pretty tight, the red that's closest to the black, he's just having a look at it now where he can leave the cue ball. I'm sure it's potable, and that will certainly help his cause.
And that definitely was a heavy contact. Look where the white's finished. So we've had quite a few kicks so far in these first 3 frames. I mean, the green is straightened up there. Very unfortunate. And that's going to be so frustrating there, because he would have had this position but for that kick. Got a wonderful, wonderful temperament, but put to the test there. He's had a couple of heavy contacts.
Well, I've never seen so many kicks, Dennis, to be honest, in this championship, particularly in just these opening exchanges, 2.5 frames. Don't know what chalk Mark Selby's using. Ronnie has changed his chalk. Changed it midway through that match with Mark Williams. Maybe the balls are just a little bit heavy.
Well, we are finishing this broadcast on BBC Two now, but coverage continues on BBC Four. So switch over now. Back live to the Crucible Theatre and return to our commentary team of Dennis Taylor and Ken Doherty.
8.
Well, as you rejoin us, Ronnie had a terrible contact. Both players now. He was taking the, well, you could see the black jump off the bed of the table, and it's gone to the near jaw. Very, very unfortunate there, but the same things happened to Mark Selby. As I said, they may have to have a word with the referee, possibly change the white at the mid-session interval. Don't want to see the semi-final of the World Championship being decided on
14.
Bad contacts and kicks.
Yeah, completely agree. Never seen so many. It's quite frustrating for the players as well, because they lose confidence, and when they particularly when they're rolling balls.
15.
Playing with top spin. You can see by his reaction. But there's still plenty to do here for Mark Selby. $17 points ahead.
19. Mark Selby, 19.
Well, he did have a look at that. It's always a possibility of doubling that red into the corner pocket. So now they play with the cue ball, put the cue ball in the middle of the table. Well, he's going to try and take it out. Not a bad effort. Pretty good at where it landed, but I thought he might play for the double.
Well, if he can knock this red in and the pink, Ronnie will need a snooker.
Six.
Screwed up for the brown, so he's going to need the yellow also. But wonderful pot there. Just tie at the moment.
10.
The yellow to leave Ronnie at the snooker's required stage. So this has been a frame of kicks. Both players having terrible contact.
Mark Selby, 12.
Would have loved to have popped that green to stop Ronnie O'Sullivan coming back to the table. 29 points ahead, Mark Selby. Barring snookers, he will win this frame, get his first frame on the board, but only one snooker required for Ronnie O'Sullivan, so he'll definitely keep playing on. And that black ball, Dennis, is not in a bad position, is it, for snookers? Close enough to the cushion that you can get behind it with the cue ball. Oh, where's the cue ball? That was close.
Ronnie does concede, so Mark Selby, after both players had terrible contacts and heavy kicks, gets his first frame on the board. He'll settle down.